Hey, I'm here with some developing breaking news right now. The story is still developing and the situation is still ongoing, but this is part of the story. There was a report just a few moments ago of an active shooter in Jersey City. Now, the report says, according to the radio, you can listen to Super Talk 99.7. That's 99.7 in Tennessee. You can pull it up on Amazon Echo Dot or on Google, or you can listen to it on their live on over-the-air broadcast radio. So, the first shooter held up several individuals. The police are still in an active situation with this person. He has actually opened fire and killed one police officer, and the SWAT team is on scene right now, and one officer was fatally shot. They said they've released 4 or 5 of the hostages. I don't know how many, but I think 4 or 5 hostages were released, and the rest are still in there. But there are reports now of 3 different shooters, 3 active shooters, 2 of which have fled the scene, and they're still looking for them. It's believed a 3rd shooter has now began shooting, and he took off after shooting. So, according to the radio and according to the developing news, they're not telling this online, but it's just in. They might not be telling it yet. 3 shooters have opened fire in Jersey City. And one of those shooters is still held up in a building and has a bunch of hostages, so they're trying to work through the situation. And, which, folks, that doesn't solve anything to take innocent civilians and hostages. That does not, I'm just telling you the news here. That's what I'm telling. 2 of the shooters are on the loose, so they're still on the run. But maybe it has something to do with these hearings that are happening and right now and the process of impeachment, and it got people all riled up. I don't know. I don't know if it has to do with the stance. I still don't know if it's a terrorist. I don't know if they're terrorist related. I don't know if they're civilians that just went rogue. I have no clue. They're still developing on the information. They're looking into the reasoning behind it, but you need to look up H.R. 1111, that bill, which right now they're already working on the peace and love stuff again. They're trying to work on their fake peace again immediately. He hasn't even been impeached yet, and they're already still working on it. And if you do not know this, if he's impeached and if the vice president gets impeached, Nancy Pelosi is automatically put in office as president. That's an unlikely scenario, but that is the way the law works. The speaker. So, that active shooter situation, I'm looking into it right now, and I'll be investigating further, and I'll share any other details that I get, that I see. I'll do some research into it and see what happened. I don't know if it's retaliation. I don't know if it's a rogue person. I don't know if it's a terrorist, extremist. I have no idea yet. They're not releasing any information. But it's odd how it starts happening all of a sudden. They're talking about gun bills. So, look into H.R. 1111. Look into that. God Rules talked about that a bit. He talked about it on his channel. They want to implement militarization of schools and militarization of places and take away our weapons, but yet militarize the government they want to take away any type of protection we have and defense that we have, but yet have total control, just like what was happening in the previous administration. It's starting again once they impeach this administration. It won't be, I don't think it'll be, I'm sorry, it won't be, it's not going to be a good thing when they do this. I don't support everything this president has done, at all. I don't support everything he's done. I don't support everything previous administrations have done either. And I definitely condemn violence. I don't condone violence whatsoever. I condemn it 100%. Violence doesn't solve anything. It's a crazy, sad world in which we live in. But sadly, I think if they continue doing what they're doing and trying to push their agenda, more chaos is just going to ensue. That control, they almost had total control. And that's what they're working to get back. Could be a situation where mind control where they cause things to happen, and then so they can seize people's means of protection, I'll just say, without saying the word, so they can seize people's means of protection. Who knows? Or it could have been some rogue people. They could have had it planned if this administration got ousted, basically. Who knows? Or maybe it had nothing to do with that. Because, let me tell you, not all Trump supporters, and I'm not talking about the idiots that act like all stupid, not like that. Not the people that act all radicalized. Those people, they don't represent this administration well at all. But there are the people who support this administration who are just ordinary people that support the president, that just wanted more jobs, wanted more opportunities for this country instead of sending things offshore and overseas and sending things everywhere else and just but I went off track in another topic, didn't I? But that, you don't have to resort to violence to make your point, obviously. But sadly, that's a byproduct of over government rule. Too much government control. Trying to tell people, rule on every aspect of people's lives. Anyway, back to the active shooter topic. There is an active shooting situation. 2 of the suspects fled the scene, one of which is still there. So there are 3 active shooters now reported, and I don't know if that's fact. It's developing right now, but that is what Super Talk 99.7 stated, and that is also what that's what the New Jersey paper stated, that the online newspaper stated that there were 3 active shooters likely on the loose. 3 active shooters, 2 on the loose, 1 engaged in active fire with the officers. So, prayers and love to the victims and the individuals who are involved in this, and pray that it resolves peacefully and no innocent lives get harmed. Just thought I'd give you the updates on the situation and the situations taking place across the country and give a bit of my views on things. I'll talk later in another video. Signing off, signing out. Peace.